Hey, what's up, everybody? I was just talking to the live about what's going on, so I'm gonna say the same thing to you. That's on the pre-recorded episode. So we're mainly going to talk about, as you can see, last night's Stand and Deliver. I ended up watching it this morning, and yeah, it got a lot of reviews. Actually, some positive reviews for Stand and Deliver, as NXT's biggest show of the year, and I do agree it did deliver. Well, we'll get on that. Yeah, hey George. I know you're giving me crap, so I should expect that from you. But anyways, so gonna talk about Stand and Deliver. Of course, you're gonna talk about the last two Bucks games, and we probably just talk about some a little bit of comic book TV news too. But I probably should add another link just to talk about more wrestling. Uh, there we go, Wrestling Incorporated. So I just gotta move this to the side in case there's more, to talk about that. Something I need to, put out there. So, but anyways, let's go to talk about wrestling first. So it'll be Stand and Deliver. So any guys y'all out here, you want to shout out, just like say your name, say hi. Well, have your name on there, but say hi as well, and just like Shipman did earlier. So I'll give you guys a shout out. So same thing, you guys is watching YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, and also you guys on my personal TikTok page. So, anyways, let's go to the results. I didn't see the 10-person tag because I thought it would be on the main card, but they actually had it on the pre-show. About time. You have a match on the pre-show and didn't tell anybody about it. So yeah, that's their fault for not like mentioning it. So, anyways, of course the team, Salmon Hill, EK Prosper, Hank and Tank, and the women's speed champion Win Sinclair, they won their match against Birthright. But I saw the highlights of this match, and it was interesting and probably fun at the same time too. But probably at some point I'm probably will go and watch the match and get the pre-show. But I think it was a failed attempt for them, not mention anything that is going to be like the match was going to be on the pre-show instead of thinking that it's going to be on the main card. So so I was wrong about this match. I thought Birthright was going to win, but I was wrong. Um, then now they started with the women's triple threat match, and I know half y'all perverts out there was happy about the wardrobe malfunction of JC Jane, because y'all couldn't stop posting it last night, and I tried not to look at it, and I didn't. So just watching it, on YouTube, and yeah, I thought I was sick. Some of you guys just need a life. Um, yeah, because she had like multiple like wardrobe malfunctions, and keep going on the match while she was having that wardrobe malfunction. But I can say that's a trooper, but at the same time you're gonna hate for that to happen. It's like, what more can you do? Is like, if you can get the time recover and stuff like that, then fix yourself. And I think y'all probably missed it this past Friday on SmackDown too. I missed it too until they mentioned it this morning. Charlotte had the same problem with the wardrobe malfunction, but Bailey was there, for the recovery, just like cover her top
Then they
until
need
she
to be
fixed it.
talking to the dressmakers and the costume designers as to why these costumes are failing. Because one time you can put it down as, okay, someone grabbed hard and it ripped.
Yeah.
But two wrestlers and multiple times, no. You need to be talking to whomever made the costumes.
So you think it's like the costume designer's
I
fault?
think it's costume designer fault.
Gotcha.
Because put it this way, what do you think the repercussions would be for me if I did burial gowns that were substandard and fall apart? People would stop using me for
Right.
that side of things.
Yeah, that is a good point. just didn't think of it that way too. And I was just thinking, and maybe it's just a mishap, like once in a while, because it seemed like the more draws had malfunction once in a while. But then again, like she said, like twice in 3 days, well 2 days I should say, twice in 2 days.
If you said it was multiple times for the one wrestler,
yeah,
then they need to seriously be talking to the costume designers.
Yeah, that's true. But on the under end, we do have a new NXT Women's Champion, and I was wrong about this one too. I thought JC Jane, I thought she was going to retain it, but she lost it. So, but the surprise winner is Lola Vice. Why I'm saying surprise is like I said, I didn't expect for JC Jane to lose it, or I guess like I'm a little bit shocked, but I was thinking I was going to be too shocked because I was thinking, oh yeah, they're going to keep it on her for a while. So, Lola Vice is now the new NXT Women's Champion, defeating JC Jane and, of course, Kendall Gray, which, she got called up from Evolve and up to the NXT roster recently. So, everybody was impressed with her, so they moved her up to the main roster. So, well, not main roster, but the NXT roster. So, and I know there's a question for some people, like, since, they got Evolve now, that's more like development for the guys from the PC or Performance Center, and also the guys that, from, the ID program that, WWE sometimes, they handpick from the indies, like for people to represent, their company with, the ID titles, like the men and the women. So, I don't know. I guess that would be hard to say, it's like, because NXT is supposed to be like more development brand, but it seems like more just like to see where, where they at and see if they need to go more development, like, send them back down to Evolve. So definitely seems like that's how it's been as of late. But the Triple Threat match was a good match and it was cool. Oh, you never said when was the date. Yeah, gotta mention that. Let's see. Now, of course, the tag team championships was next. I did get it right predictably because I don't think they was gonna like give it to Americano, especially them going back and forth. With, being on Raw, being on AAA, and NXT from time to time. So, dude, that's like 6 months. Like, you got plenty of time to remind people.
What's that?
His 50th birthday, George.
Okay.
But I said, I'm gonna have my 45th probably like in 2 weeks, like. But I ain't doing anything big, so besides turning the big 4-5.
And I've got my 52nd in 6 months.
But yeah. So of course, Fendi Project did retain the title, so good match, and I'm impressing the strength. We already know who's underneath the mask, but of course, showing the strength, this certain luchador had, we already know who it is. So, and you probably already know, and I don't need to tell y'all who it is because y'all probably already know. Now, this match was really, intense. And I love the match from start to finish. Soruka did defeat Zarya. I guess, I like the closing moments of this match. It's like the kind of like, all right, see you later, George. It's kind of like of course, it was emotional, but I think, the ending just shows that, Soruka does have a killer instinct. And I guess, they need it for, like, guys that try and make it to the main roster. So, but kudos for both women. And I thought, the match was very, very great. Especially, because y'all know they had the ramps, then they had, the ring. So, Soruka did her finishing move off the ring, and yeah, it was just that good. It was just that good. like I said, everything else was good too. So, like I said, good match. Next match, North American Championship match. Miles Bourne, he did defend against Jared Gargano, and he did retain the title, which I kind of predicted because I think this is kind of like the thing they want to. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. That is a good call too. But I think like the difference between Zarya and Luna Vachon, I think Zarya, she has more power and strength to her. So like I said, she'll get called up in the near future too. So I'm just thinking maybe they want to build her up a little bit more, which I don't think they need to, but I think they're trying to figure out like how to find her own person. You know what I mean? But anyways, so yeah, it was a good match, and this one was too. It's kind of like a wake up call they doing for Johnny Gargano. Maybe build him up a little bit because ever since Tommaso Ciampa left from WWE to AEW, and I apologize for you guys that's really like AEW fans, but they gave Tommaso Ciampa I think his second match he won the TNT Championship. Then a week later he lost it. Don't make no sense. It really don't. So, because I know everybody's saying AEW is the best and stuff like that, but here's the thing, and I know WWE is accountable for this too. But at least now they got more platforms that they can say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna restart this guy, send him back down, and work on him a little bit more. Maybe he'll find his character, then bring him back up."
My problem with AEW is they're trying so hard to be WWE that they're forgetting they could be an individual entity.
Right. The other sad thing is, because people like get upset, oh, they got WWE got these like old wrestlers like taking up the spot.
So does AEW.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Because in AEW, you got like multiple guys that the top guys like in their 50s still wrestling.
Look at it this way: Edge ain't a young man.
Right.
Samoa Joe ain't a young man.
Mm-mm.
The list goes on. It's like, come on, people.
So yeah, and plus the other AEW problem is like they don't develop, their own talent. Like they did a good job with MJF, although he was in the Indies, but he's not like his first big wrestling job was AEW, and being a 2-time champion, that's pretty good. But then again, you have all these other guys, they were once WWE, then you want to like give them the titles. Like, really, we want to see something new. Like, come on now. So yeah, that's some of my pet peeves for AEW, and like I said, I'll still watch it from time to time and see it. So a little bit of the storylines, they're getting a little bit better, but I'm sorry, but Tony Khan should not be running creative direction, because I had no idea what he's doing. And talking to somebody that actually met Tony Khan, but yeah, it needs to change. But anyways, for like Gargano, hopefully they push him up more and build him up. Although I would have said this summer they got Money in the Bank, but that's gonna be until September now, which is kind of weird, like right after SummerSlam. But then again, they got the Night Champions or Clash of Champions, where they don't call it, and they can start, the King of the Ring tournament sometime. I would say maybe after they done with the Clash in Italy, which is like on May 31st. So yeah, you got 2 PLEs in 1 month next month. So I'm just saying that probably something you gotta just look out for. But that's just me. A North American Championship match for the women's, it was a blast too. Tam Paxley retained her belt, but she also got her belt back from Blake Monroe. So I don't know if this is gonna be like over with, but this one they could continue the storyline if they want to. But you know what? The match was something. Just put it that way. Then the main event. This was kind of a shocker to me because I was thinking Joe Hendry was going to retain, but he did not. So, but then again, the short reign is probably means that they're going to probably call him up after WrestleMania. You never know. Which is probably good. Just wait and see. And I think maybe Ethan Page and Ricky Saints may get called up as well. And I think they really do need to call up. That's just me. But anyways, yeah, Tony D'Angelo, new NXT champion, and finally, and I don't know, he's like I'm trying to think, he's the first guy that hold everything, like they had
Everything?
of course, tag team champion, also hold the I forgot what the cup they call it when they hold the cup. So I think I can't even remember what it is. So that's kind of sucks. So because it was used more on NXT UK, and they started bringing into NXT when they combined everything with the UK and original NXT. He won that, and he also been the North American champion by defeating Omar Famby. So yeah, and now he's champion. So it looks like he got a character that can stick, but with the mafia thing that he was doing in the beginning in NXT, it was great. But I guess when they decide split everybody up and what's next for him? Well, you got Stacks doing one thing, and the other guy is MIA, and I forgot the other chick name that was with them too. She's recovering from injury, so she should be back anytime now. But yeah, it was what was next for Tony D'Angelo? So he got his revenge on Dark State, and now he's a champion. So his mission is accomplished. So anything, that's it for that part. I'm gonna rate it and grade it. Like I said, I actually seen it. So and then like I said, everybody gave Stand and Deliver very positive results. Yeah, nearly 3 hours, and although it looked like you had 6 matches to build on, but you end up putting 5. Like I said, NXT having minimum of matches, that's an exception, but it's just the main roster, when they have PLEs, they should not be having 5 matches in 3 hours. They shouldn't. That's just me. I know they claiming less is more, but that's BS.
Less is more when the wrestling match is good one.
And storylines in a way make sense. So let's see, rated and graded. I probably haven't. I rated NXT PLE's high, but I don't think I ever rated it this high. So I really had to give graded it a solid A, close to the A plus, but a solid A. And for the rating of it, I think I'm gonna be fair, and like I said, I never rated a PLE or NXT. I rated them high, but never this high. So I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10. And like I said, a solid A. So that's my rating and grading for Stand and Deliver, and rating and grading and all that good stuff. So I guess right now we're gonna see any other wrestling news and stuff like that before we try to move on. So I'm trying to make this go to an hour. So hopefully I accomplish that, so I can have time to put this on. And
you won't accomplish it.
she think I won't. It's already 10:27, but then again, I know most of y'all I was talking to before I officially got it set up. So hey, let's show the wife we can beat this record.
Have you got the power cord for the laptop plugged in? This is dead and I need it.
Okay. I can easily, if I don't knock anything over, unplug it. Okay, sorry, gotta move this cord over. So hopefully that stays there. And there we go. Yep. Yeah, laptop was fully charged anyway, so you know what? It matters. Um, let's see. Yeah, I heard about GCW yesterday with Jack Perry, reunites with Marco Stent. Remember, they was called like the Jurassic Express. Him, what's it, Luchasaurus. So, but although we know like Jack Perry and Luchasaurus is like back, back as a tag team, which is cool. Let's see. See if there's anything interested. So, oh wow. So Mercedes Moët, as y'all know, she lost all of her titles that she have, trying to be the belt collector. They said she languaged her last title, so that's kind of strange and like, what? I don't know, it's crazy. And plus, you have you have two pay-per-views this weekend. Strange enough. Next Saturday you have TNA's Rebellion, and Sunday you had AEW's Dynasty. So Saturday and Sunday respectively, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot to cover. So I'm gonna do my best, to talk about each of them. Probably do like a video or something, go from there. So yeah, should be an interesting weekend and good for like wrestling fans. Cause I think you got that one. Then after Dynasty, 2 weeks from this weekend, you have WrestleMania, which I am not gonna watch. I will watch the first hour of it on ESPN or ESPN2, but after that, no. And I know some of y'all thinking like, okay, you're not watching WrestleMania. Why? I don't think it's fair, they give like these big cities, to have WrestleMania, especially a city to get it twice. Like it's like the old days, like, every 10 years they go to New York and stuff like that. But like I said, WrestleMania 30, they kind of broke that curse and they didn't. They went to not St. Louis, but freaking New Orleans, which is, good for them. But I don't know, especially
your food
where was it?
in the microwave.
Oh crap! Okay, that means I gotta get it in a little while.
Also, that means you can make me a cup of tea.
Yeah, I'll do that too afterwards because I am gonna eat that. My darling wife makes the good Easter dinner, especially the cheesy potatoes, which hash browns with a lot of cheese. So yeah, yes, the lot of cheese made it perfect. So, and it was the right kind of like hash browns too. So yeah, and don't worry everybody, I'm not like drinking beer. It's my non-alcoholic IPA, Sam Adams. This is the last one, and I'm thinking I probably ain't gonna drink any more beer until I have some money to buy some this weekend, some non-alcoholic stuff. And plus, I got a surprise for the missus on our anniversary, and it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna do something, and like one of the things is we're gonna see Michael movie. So yeah, we're gonna see it. It will come out, the day before on my birthday. They do the preview releases on Thursdays. Then Friday, the actual, thing. But the preview is like the same thing as like releasing the movie. So, whatever with that. There's a lot of rumors out there that they had Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan in the Hall of Fame match-wise this year. But WWE never confirmed it as of yet, but they confirmed on other things like Bad News Brown in the Hall of Fame and Sid in the Hall of Fame, Sid Justice or Psycho Sid, wherever you want to call him. So yeah, let's see. Rhea Ripley's comments on. You know what? I hope they do WWE Evolution. I really do. Because like last year was a banger, although it had mixed reactions and mixed views. So yeah. But the crazy thing is, who actually did, a women's pay-per-view or PLE first? It was TNA. So, WWE, they did it in, 2018, the very first one, then last year, second one. So hopefully, they do the third one. Like, maybe if it's not going to be like in July, because right now they have no pay-per-view schedule for July. So maybe either they put that in or they're going to put it somewhere like in October or something like that. But they should do a third one. So, yeah. They waited like at that time it was 8 years for the last year's one. Let's see. Trying to see which more that she says about this. So it should be good. It's like you have a big roster, women roster, and you have multiple titles for them now. So why not pull them all to showcase? You can treat it like maybe like Night of Champions. Have every single women's belt in WWE be put on the line. The WWE women's, the world title for the women's, United States and North America titles respectively. Then you got the tag team titles, and you got like the NXT titles, like the women's and the women's North American champion. So there's like a lot that they can do. So okay, go to low power mode, and if I go out on YouTube, guys, I apologize because like, oh wait a minute, I can probably plug that one. So hold on. Okay, that's not gonna work. So we'll try the other way. Okay. If I knock this over, I apologize. I'm just trying to.
What are you trying to do?
I got it. Use the other cord to charge this other phone. Oh, there we go. It's cool. I got it. So, sorry, I didn't think this phone would like. It was like 32%, and now it's down to like 4. So that's just kind of crazy. And sorry, I had to fix this one. At one point I'm gonna get a table. I had this all set up and all my other stuff, and yeah, we're gonna work on that. But anyways, but if y'all agree with me and y'all want to see WWE Evolution this year as well, depends, if they put like, either. Do you know what a perfect day for them to do it at? Since they have no PLEs December, put it in December. Could be the middle of the month. I'm thinking since you have no PLEs in December, just to, for NXT, and you got Saturday night's main event that you're probably gonna do in December anyway. There you go. Put Evolution in December, so they can have at least something to fall on instead. There's no PLE in December, but NXT. Then you got Saturday night's main event. So it's one of those things they gotta think about, because you can't always have these gaps between Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble, especially for the main ones. Like Saturday night's main event is cool and all, but you do like 4 matches in 2 hours, and you do 5 in like almost 3. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I guess that was my little rant. And let me see if there's anything else to talk about before we move on to the game. So I'm coming home, coming home. Uh, okay, it's not gonna go back. Okay, there we go. They was thinking that like John Cena hosting WrestleMania is like a attempt to get more like ticket sales because they said the ticket sales for WrestleMania would be the lowest of any WrestleMania since WrestleMania 2. So this is kind of crazy. No, they said 20 years. So sorry. So not WrestleMania 2. So I'm off. So that would be in the 2000s. So what was in 2026? I mean, what? Not 26, but 2006. Oh yeah, WrestleMania when it was here in Chicago, and I didn't think it was that low. It looked like it was packed to me. Like if I would have known or had a way like to get to Chicago, although it was kind of like almost 2 hours away, like I do now, I probably would have went. But tickets were affordable at the time, and probably would have been great. Like $100 for like ringside seats. Why not? But then again, that's before they was sticking to arenas, not like big stadiums or something, so they can like sell house and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Why not? Because your wife said no. That's why not.
We wasn't. I didn't meet you or was together in 2006.
You know what? I don't want your excuses. We met a year later. You should have known.
Oh my lord!
Well, like, shut up, woman.
Let's see, that's crazy. That'd be interesting. Okay, so Cody's guest was Matt Cardona for what you want to talk about. That pops on every Wednesday on any podcast you get to or on WWE's YouTube channel. So I guess that is interesting. Matt Cardona think of bringing back the Z's Too Long Island story because it was kind of good, and plus him calling himself the internet champion. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, I did read this the other day. Maven, the former, the very first Tough Enough winner, saying the lack of live events creates a problem for WWE, and he was explaining that it looks more like they're dancing than anything. Ain't that what kind of like wrestling is? Because you gotta have like the moves and get the moves correctly and like move your feet and all that stuff. So his thing is saying that it looks like more of a dance is like a false statement. And it's like you train to your ability to do what you can do in the ring, and I don't know, but maybe reduce live events. He may have a point on that one. But at the same time, they try to do the limited scheduling for the wrestlers, which is I'm okay with. But it sucks, now some certain like smaller cities like here in Milwaukee, we only get to see them like once a year or twice a year if you're in Wisconsin. Like one in Milwaukee and one in Green Bay. So yeah, it's just one of those things that just doesn't make sense. And it's like, don't even know what to say from there, you know what I mean? But I think Maven was a little bit bitter. Like, what was his claim to fame in WWE? Winning Tough Enough and only were the hardcore champion? And you eliminated Undertaker from the Royal Rumble? That's only 3 highlights. You didn't have anything else. So, yeah, I'm just sorry. I just think Maven is a little bit... Don't hate the man, but I just think he just sounds bitter. But, that's just me. Of course, I talked about results of Stand Deliver last night. Let's see. Wait a minute. Maryland Attorney General to interview in-ring boy lawsuit against WWE and McMahon's. I'm probably not going to, touch on that story just yet. Because, it's been out there for, a few years now. And it's but then again, once again, Vince McMahon brought himself out of trouble. So, I don't know. Let's see. Trying to think. Oh yeah, this was at a indie show that was, I think it was in Ohio, I believe. Because let me double look, because I believe it was in Ohio. It was somewhere in the Midwest. Oh, it was in Illinois, so Berlin, Illinois. So that's like a suburb of Chicago. They did have Ruthless Pro Wrestling, and got a wrestler named Cruel that was there, and a fan out of nowhere for some odd reason stabbed him. Like for what? But he is okay, and he will survive. So thank God for that. But what is the fans' excuse? Putting their hands on a wrestler. They ain't putting no hands on you. Don't put no hands on them. And I think some like diehard wrestling fans. Some of them take it to the extreme and just take it like way too personal. Like how many times you seen like fans interfere like in matches like in WCW and WWE for like multiple times, just stupid, and just like some of them, they, I don't know. I don't understand you having the passion for like wrestling, like I do, but at the same time, you gotta know when you draw the line. Especially, some of the women, getting harassed by guys, stalking them and things like that, and just doing something stupid. It just don't make no sense. But yeah. Or one witness at the show does not believe the stabbing occurred. I was about to say they had it. I didn't see the video, but I know they have a video on it. But I'm thinking like there's some fans that go over the top, because some of them do. So I'm gonna skip that part, and sorry guys. Okay, so sometimes you gotta do it twice. I don't know why. Let's see. Let's see. Nah. Charitable star Flying Fred Curry dies at 82. Okay, this was yesterday. Okay, no, rest in peace to him. And yeah, a lot of people did not like last Friday's SmackDown segment. The beginning of it, with seems like Pat McAfee were the one that was on the phone with Randy Orton, the past week or two. And the funny thing is, although Pat McAfee was saying like maybe 80% of the truth of what's going on with WWE, and part of it you can understand it, and the other part of this is like, okay, I understand the Attitude Era fans, we doing this for y'all. Like, I love the Attitude Era, no problem. I think I just wasn't like stuck on it like everybody else. Like, I would like to see like some of the matches from time to time, but it's like the matches though. Some of the segments they made went like over the top, but it did give them ratings, and they still exist to this day. If it wasn't for that change, I understand that, but like at the same time, like I said, from time to time you can get a little bit edgy, but you don't gotta get edgy like every single week. Like, fans excited with AEW for them just saying the S word. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because they say it like multiple times. You can get away with that with TV now. It's just ridiculous. Next thing you know, they're gonna go full uncensored and just say the F word. I don't know, just silly. But y'all know I rarely cuss on here, so just trying to like keep it clean. Only when I do a rant, I probably will, say one word or something like that. But yeah. Let's see. For the card, and but it's just, my point is, like, if they run, with the storyline, with Pat McAfee being involved, with Randy Orton on the side and stuff like that. So what? And I guess they trying to make, Orton much of a heel as possible, but it's not working. It's like the same thing, they try to do Street Profits do like a heel turn. When they did, everybody cheered. Because they wanted them to be like maybe a little bit more edgy. Like they do got the gift of the gab and they got wrestling experience and stuff like that. But then again, you got some of these upset fans that'll be like, oh, everybody has to be healed or something like that. No, it's not that everybody got to be healed. They just got to have the character that works and match. That's all it is. I don't know. Kids don't know. Everybody got have the attitude like they're the person. You know what I mean? Not all of them needs to have that. If all of them have that, it may get like kind of boring. But that's just me. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're just gonna end like the wrestling talk from there. And yeah, I feel sorry for like Road Dogg because there were some people he was advocating for when he was part of the writing team, and like half of them just wasn't going for him. And no, I understand why he leaving, and I think it's like good for for his sake, mentally sake as well, because it just like sucks that people come up with some great ideas and they never get used. It's like kind of the same thing I said a long time ago when like some of the writers come up with like good ideas, but Vince is like had the final say so and was like, no, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna say this gonna work. You know what I mean? And with Vince's ideas like in the 2010s, the sad thing was WWE was like kind of like starting to kind of like die off. And like with AEW, like the first maybe 3 years of it was going good, but it's falling off too. Now I know some people gonna say otherwise that the diehard AEW fans, but like really, give me a break. So I'm gonna end this from here, and we're gonna talk about the Bucks game. So I understand if y'all don't want to like stay and like listen to me talk about the Bucks. No ill will here. I understand. So no harm, no foul. No, that's not the team I'm trying to look for. So we're gonna talk about Friday's game and earlier today's game, which I thought like the Bucks was gonna be on the road against the Grizzlies, but both games, Friday and today, they were at home. So I guess we talk about Boston first, because once again the issue is they can't not defend the three and they create too many turnovers. So I'm not gonna give out like the basics and stuff anymore. I'm just gonna say from this point on all the way up to the end of this season. Just all you're going to hear me say. Turnovers, lack of defense of the three, and too many people trying to crowd the paint, and they really don't need to, and they all get clustered. So we're going to move on forward and just get to the quarter stats. Because, I'm not going to like waste my breath like talking about, the same thing over and over, and things just not going to like go anywhere unless they get rid of some of the coaching staff and Doc Rivers and hire management, get their thumb out their butts and try to do something. And I understand at the same time, if they end up, firing Doc Rivers now, it wouldn't make sense, because then you're going to stick with an interim coach for the next 4 or 5 games that's left. So yeah, let's keep him around. Like if they really, really want to keep Doc Rivers around, coaching is not it. Maybe to hire up, maybe like president of basketball operations or be assistant GM to John Horst. Because I think, the front office for like Doc Rivers is a better job for him to do than coaching. Because it's, like I say, he's been a coach since the late 90s. And, his style of coaching doesn't work anymore. Because I think I mentioned this earlier while I was doing the live about the Bucks game when it was like on YouTube and on my personal TikTok page. So NBA evolves, and
Everything evolves.
yeah, and it's like time for some coaches got to evolve with that, and Doc is not evolving with the coach, like the coaching wise. Anyways, Boston had their high scoring quarter in the game, 43 to Milwaukee 26. Then Boston had 32 to Milwaukee's 29. Then, 29 is the highest that the Bucks has scored in the game, the scoring quarter. Anyways, you have the lowest that the Bucks has scored in the game in the third quarter. Boston 30, Milwaukee's 21. Fourth quarter, of course, the lowest scoring quarter for the Celtics, 28 to Milwaukee's 25. No lead changes, no ties, or anything like that. Boston led the whole game. So now let's go to the team status. Like I said, y'all probably gonna apologize and be like, so you're gonna just talk about the stats and stuff. Yes, because there's no point in me like losing my voice over, repeating the same thing over and over, like what the Bucks' issue is. Every blind man can see what the issues are.
Stevie Wonder's even telling you.
Oh
You
yeah.
can see it.
Oh yeah, you can see it too. Biggest lead for the Celtics was 35. Like I said, they never tied. Bucks never had like a lead, and the longest run was 10. So, of course, crappy rebounding. That's another story too, and not worth talking about because they just don't, have it right. Just put it that way. So 30 to 48. Then you got 33 assists from Boston. Then Milwaukee's 24. Maybe they could have did a little bit better on that, but yeah. Anyways, 7 steals for Boston, 5 steals for Milwaukee. Both teams tied on blocks were 4 to 4. 8 turnovers for Boston was not too bad. With the Bucks with 13 turnovers it ain't their best, but it ain't their worst either. With the turnovers, field goal wise, 42% for Milwaukee and Boston with 56% from the field. Both teams did good 3-point wise with 46% from Boston and 45% from Milwaukee. So 3-point shooting was very good. Free throws, Boston was good. Milwaukee's was okay. Boston with 84% to Milwaukee's 77% from the free throw. Second, points in the paint. Boston really dominated. Sally Franks 8203. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you, tuning in. I didn't get to tell everybody the chance who was on TikTok that if you guys have opportunity, please give out likes. If you get like 500 likes by the time the show's over, we will do a giveaway. So the lucky person will win, an autographed photo of Bush Rocker Luke. So anyways, let's get to it. Like I said, 22 points in the paint for Milwaukee and 56 points in the paint for Boston. Very close in second chance points with Milwaukee won it more. Excuse me. Sorry. 17 to Boston 14. Fast break points, and I'm not even surprised. 11 for Boston, Milwaukee 3 fast break points. That's just crazy. But so now let's go to the player status before we move on to the next game. Let's see here. Anyways, they had a different starting lineup, so I guess I'm just a little surprised they had Jason Tatum at the 3. So Boston's issue is they need a good solid power forward. Although Jason Tatum can do like both forward positions, but I think he's better off just being the small forward. That's just me. Um, Anyway, Sam Hauser had 13 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 of 4 from 3, and 5 of 6 from the field. Jason Tatum with 23 points, 3 steals. Oh, nearly had a triple-double. 9 assists and 11 rebounds. Okay, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 of 8 from 3, and 8 of 16 from the field. Neemias Quetta kind of dominated the first half in the paint and stuff with the Bucks. 8 of 11 from the field, 19 points, 4 blocks, 2 assists, 10 rebounds. So double for him with 4 offensive rebounds. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Jaylen Brown, although the numbers of his field goal percentage is decent, but it's not too crazy. He led the team with 26 points. 2 steals, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 10 of 11 from the free throw, 2 of 4 from 3, and 7 of 17 from the field. Derek White with 17 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 5 of 9 from 3, and 6 of 11 from the field. Wisconsin's own Peyton Pritchard with 16 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, including 1 offensive rebound, 2 of 6 from 3, and 7 of 12 from the field. And is that okay? So Jordan Walsh, I should say. My apologies. 97 points, 2 rebounds, 1 of 3 from the 3, and 3 of 5 from the field. So, and that's it to talk about for like Boston. Then we got Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma made his return. So did Miles Turner. Gary Harris made his return as well. And I'm trying to think who else made their return. Oh yeah, it was Alex Antetokounmpo's second game. And finally, Thanasis and Alex did play at the same time. So
Great.
yeah, today was great.
No, they're playing together at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah, that is true. Anyways, kind of low scoring game for like everybody, but Kyle Kuzma with 14 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 of 5 from 3, and 6 of 14 from the field. Pete Nance with 14 points, 1 assist, 10 rebounds, so double. Oh, he didn't have a block this time. What a shame. 4 of 9 from 3 and 5 of 11 from the field. Yeah, we're not going to talk about Miles Turner today. He did not have a good game. Ousmane Dieng, probably his field goal percentage 3-point percentage is not that good tonight. Not tonight, but on Friday. 9 points, only 1 turnover, so that's good news. 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 1 of 4 from 3, and 4 of 15 from the field. Yeah, that's horrible. AJ Green got the start on that game. 15 points, 1 steal, 5 assists. I guess they rely on him more to be a passer. That's probably why they was playing him at point guard as of late. 1 rebound, 5 of 9 from 3, and 5 of 9 from the field. Although Conrad Ryan had like a horrible field goal percentage game, but he had on the bench he had 11 points, 1 block, 2 assists, 1 rebound, perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw, 2 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 7 from the field. It wasn't that great of a night for Jericho either, but he managed to had 6 assists, so that's surprising. And Taurean Prince led the team with 18 points, 1 block, only 1 turnover, 1 steal, excuse me. Is 2 assists. Yeah, no rebounds. That's something. 4 or 5 from 3 and 7 to 8 from the field. So his field goal shooting has been getting good as of late. So that's always a good thing. Because it seemed like around this time, like Taurean Prince, like field goal shooting wise, has been great. And beginning of the season, just like the middle of the season, at times, it's got to be something worked out. But then again, most of the season he was not out with a neck injury. So crazy enough. And Andre Jackson Jr. was 7 points, and I believe that's one steal, um, one assist, 1 of 3 from three, and 3 of 8 from the field. And the final score of that, Nikola Vucic was out, so that kind of explains, that power forward position as of late. And of course, we got our usual suspects on our team that's out. So final score, 133 to 101, and I think Boston did win the season series, and I think it was 3 games to none, or it was 2 games to 1. I don't know. I just know that Boston did win the season series in general. So now we can go to today's game. And someone from me saying that we're gonna be on here for like an hour. And I know, go ahead and say it.
I was right. I told you so.
Oh yeah, that's what I was waiting to hear. I told you so. So this game was a good game and interesting. And if y'all did see the live version of me at the watching the our watch party episode, I was kind of like, what are y'all doing? Why are you turning the ball? Why are you passing the balls too late and stuff like that? So, yeah. I admit I'm a passionate Bucks fan, but, I take time, collect myself and at least, explain to you guys about hey, live games are different. Being there live is different. TV, you can't throw nothing at them.
You can't when you're there either. You get ejected.
Probably once in a while, it'd probably be worth it to be ejected.
Yeah, but then you get a lifetime ban.
I'll probably wait till I get 80 years old and they do some crap and be like, yup. Well, hey, I can still watch on TV. I ain't going here anymore, so I'm 80. I'm going to die soon.
So I'm going down to Chicago. I'll watch you guys come play the Bulls.
Exactly. Exactly. So, although good game, Ryan Rollins did return and was great for the team. And I think majority of the players of today's game did great. The Grizzlies never led the game, and that was kind of shocking. But yeah, they never led this game. They were close at one point, but yeah, they never led. Let's go to the quarter status. Memphis with 25, and I think, that's the lowest they had in the quarter this game. And Milwaukee's 34. That's something. Oh, excuse me. You got Memphis that's tied for the highest scoring in the quarter in this game, 31, to Milwaukee's lowest in the quarter in the game, 28. Third quarter, same thing with Memphis, 31 to Milwaukee's 30. And 28 for Memphis, and Milwaukee's highest scoring quarter with 39. Yeah, that's something. So anyways, let's go to team status, which they call it game charts. Let's see. Okay, so Memphis did lead at one point in the first quarter, then a little bit back and forth in the first quarter, then it was all Bucks since then. I thought they didn't lead the game, but I guess it was 1 point in the first quarter, but then again, probably me screaming and shouting and all that just kind of puzzled me. So anyways, okay, the biggest lead the Memphis had was 6. The biggest lead the Bucks had was 19. 2 times it tied, 3 lead changes. The longest run was 15. All right. Although, the rebounding is still crappy, because you expect a little bit better from the Bucks, especially, got your big men back and stuff like that. Well, besides, the original suspects. But 44 rebounds to Memphis 38. And then again, I didn't know at the point, but I was talking about this to myself before the game started. It's like when they announced the starting lineup, I'm like, oh wow, most of their players must be hurt. Like no John Morant, no Zach Edey, nothing. No Contavious Caldwell Pope. Yeah, they were all out. So oh yeah, we can't do that. So there we go. So we won't go anywhere. Anyways, assists much better. 30 assists to Memphis 25. Steals is great. Maybe a little bit better because you want to do more better than the team. 11 steals for Milwaukee and 13 steals for Memphis. The blocking is what I'm talking about. 5 blocks to 1. At least be better than the other team. But at the same time, the turnovers, 14 for Memphis, 20 for Milwaukee. I'll say they almost matched their season high, and they still won. So that's just insane. But I guess it all goes to like the scoring. Probably was one of the reasons they won. 41% for Memphis and Milwaukee 60% from the field, which is good. 37% 3-point shooting from Memphis, which is not bad compared to Milwaukee's 50% from 3. Yeah, insane, right? Free throw shooting, yeah, they all need to work on their free throw shooting. Well, most of them, I should say. 79% for Memphis and 63% for Milwaukee. And Giannis ain't even playing, and y'all still suck at free throws. Yeah, I'm sorry, just an ongoing problem. But anyways, points to the paint. Of course, Milwaukee was better. 58 to Memphis 36. Second chance points. Memphis was a little bit better. 28 to 23. Fast break points. I don't know how, but then again, turnover for Milwaukee. But Memphis got better in fast break points. 15 to 7. Okay, now we're gonna go to the player stats. I never knew that was going to be an actual ringtone. I just heard it from like somebody's car alarm or something. This is crazy. Let's see. Let's see. We got Rayan Rupert. I guess a rookie for the team. Looked like he played almost the whole game. Well, how many minutes he got? But then again, his first career triple-double. But he might have the game high in scoring on this too. 33 points, 1 block, 4 steals, 10 assists, 10 rebounds with 5 offensive rebounds, 13 of 16 from the free throw, 2 of 6 from 3, and 9 of 19 from the field. Let's see. Oliver Maxime Prosper. Sorry if I got it wrong. 13 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound. 2 of 3 from the free throw, 1 of 5 from 3, and 5 of 10 from the field. Taylor Hendricks with 11 points, 4 steals, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound. Perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw, and 3 of 4 from 3, and 3 of 4 from the field. Toby Okani didn't have a good shooting night, but had 9 points, 1 steal, 3 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 0 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from 3, and 4 of 12 from the field. You had Walter Clayton Jr. With 20 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 4 of 4 from the free throw, 4 of 6 from 3, and 6 of 11 from the field. And let's see if there's any. Okay, yeah, 2 people we can talk about that was on the bench. Oh wow, they had like a 9-man rotation, including the old veteran Ty Gibson. Sorry, he was playing for a little bit. But anyways, Adama Ball, I think that's the name is. So anyways, 8 points, and I believe that's 2 steals. Yeah, 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 4 from the 3, and 3 of 7 from the. Golly. Wow.
That makes you feel good, huh? Big man.
Oh well, sibling rivalry at its finest. Anyways, Tatik Whitehead had 16 points, one steal, two assists, three rebounds, perfect 1-1 from the free throw, 3 of 10 from three, and 2 of 9. 6 of 19. Sorry, from the field. I was gonna say 2 of 9. Sounded like somebody's number earlier. But anyways, bad shooting number for Ousmane Dane, but managed to have 17 points, 2 turnovers, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, so near double with 2 offensive rebounds. I feel like I have to sneeze, but I end up stopping. Anyways, 4 of 7 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from 3, and 6 of 15 from the field. Just crazy. Anyways, I do have to congratulate, Kyle Kuzma for, passing the ball. In the beginning of the game, he was thinking before he acted, and I don't know what happened scoring-wise after that, but I think he probably didn't get that much of a chance to score. So, yeah. Anyways, Miles Turner, like I said, this is what I want to see from Miles Turner. Still, like I said, I don't mind, shooting 3 points and stuff like that, but still, you got to score in the paint as well, as a big person. Anyways, he had 19 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, amazing. 11 rebounds, his first double-double in a while now, with 4 offensive rebounds. 6 of 7 from the free throw, great. 1 of 4 from 3, because most of them were contested, and you should not shoot contested shots or try to go deep. And 6 of 13 from the field. Of course, AJ Green did not have a good night, but Ryan Rollins led the team with 24 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, 4 of 7 from 3, and 10-16 from the field. So, one of the few people that had a good, percentage in field goal and 3 points. So, you know what? That's good with me. And you must say welcome back, although, they got 4 yeah, they got 4 games left after today, they got 4 games left. That's crazy. Jericho Sims, good tear, but did not do very good in rebounding today, so that's something. He had 12 points, almost fouled out. And the crazy thing was he was bringing the ball over. If he get a little bit more better in his dribbling, I would say, okay, a big man can take the ball down. Fine. But get more dribbling out of yourself. Anyways, like I said, 12 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. 0-2 from the free throw, 6 of 7 from the field. So, not too bad. Not too bad for Torian Prince Eater in scoring. 19 points. I believe 1 steal, 3 rebounds. Perfect 5 of 5 from 3. So, yeah, that's something. And 7 to 8 from the field. Not too bad either. Cormac Ryan, I have to say, he's going to be a future. And I think at one point he will be called up to the main roster. If not, after this season, maybe sometime during next season, he'll get called up to the main roster. 21 points, 2 turnovers, but anyways, 5 steals, which is, something big. I don't know if that's a career high for him with 5 steals. Could be. 3 assists, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw. 3 of 4 from 3 and 7 to 8 from the field. So, yeah, not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, Pete Nance didn't start, so that was crazy. As Kumbo did have that 1 assist to Thanasis, so yeah, that was awesome. And that was good too. Gary Harris was ready to play and Andre Jackson, but it was coach decision. So they had, a nearly full roster that was was there. Anyways, final score 115 to 131, and I think they split the season series 1 apiece, each team winning at home. But yeah, next game, of course, they got Brooklyn, so they're gonna have Brooklyn twice this week. one on Tuesday, which is their next Bucks game. They'll be in Brooklyn, and Friday back here for the final home game of the season. So yeah, after today, they got one home game left, and of course, 3 more times they're gonna be on the road. So, and plus, their final back-to-back of the season too. They have, of course, Brooklyn on Tuesday, then Detroit on Wednesday. So yeah, their final back-to-back of the season. Anyways, I guess we can talk about today's scores as well. So why not? Fourth quarter, you still got the Rockets and Warriors playing. Rockets winning 106-92. You got Celtics beat the Raptors 101-115. Suns beat the Bulls 120-110. Probably good in their favor because they're gonna end up having the ninth pick. The Nets beat the Wizards. Oh, that's a shocker. 115-121. Of course, Grizzlies Bucks game, so we don't need to talk about that. Cavaliers beat the Pacers. Nah, shocker. 108-117. Magic beat the Pelicans 112-108. That's not a shocker either. But this one is. Hornets beat the Timberwolves 122-108. This one's not a shocker either. Jazz lost to the Thunder 111-146. And the bigger shocker of the night. Okay, so we'll talk about the other game in a second. The biggest shocker of the night. Lakers got, some of their players out for the rest of the season, including the playoffs, and yeah. And the stupidest thing, LeBron said that he don't like playing in Memphis or in Milwaukee, and mentioned that he hate playing in his hometown himself. It's just, I don't get some of these players' mentalities.
LeBron?
Yeah.
Well, we don't like him coming to Milwaukee because, shall I tell you why? The lights from the home bridge shine off his fucking forehead and blind us on the freeway. So fuck off.
But anyways, yeah, he said that, and if you look at the Arthur Smith page, you see the meme. You'll see my reaction to this, because I could have said a lot of things, including some cuss words that I really don't say, and another word, the N word. Normally I would not say that, but I posted on there my response to what he said. So check on the Arthur Smith Facebook page, and it's up there, and you're probably gonna have a laugh. I will play the song, but that means I gotta switch off one of the phones, so that's not gonna work. Anyways, yeah, LeBron, you did score all that points, but you lost to the Mavericks, 128-134, and your son probably played too. So I will look at these numbers. Let me do that in a second. Anyways, Clippers beat the Kings, not shocker, 138-109. So I'm going to click that, and we're going to see we're just going to look at the score, and that's all. Box score. Go to box score. We'll do that before we get to standings and stats. Let's see. All right. Sorry. LeBron James won the nearest triple-double with 30 points, 15 assists, and 9 rebounds. 5 of 9 from the free throw. Horrible free throw shooter. 1 of 6 from 3. You're horrible. Rudy Hashimani, 21 points, 7 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton, 13 points, 4 rebounds. 5 of 9 from the field. Kind of horrible for a big man. But it seems like big men don't even rebound anymore. Luke Kennard, they recently got him, and I was surprised that they got him because I didn't know he was available. But anyways, he's their point guard at the moment with 15 points, 11 assists, 16 rebounds. Maybe keep that guy as your point guard. His first triple-double of his career. Crispy Flakes were talking about a lot about this guy. And I think he even admitted himself that he regret that Luke Kennard got traded from Detroit. he was a little bit happy about it, but then again, he was like, "Oh man, we made a mistake." Yeah, there are some trades that happened that we feel that it was a big mistake, especially with the Bucks, trading Ray Allen for Gary Payton. I mean, we got Desmond Mason out of it. That was pretty cool, but no, they should not get rid of Ray Allen. But then again, George Carl at the time was saying, "Is either Ray Allen or me?" So it's just kind of stupid. Watch out, because I think she, yeah, threw up. Yeah, that always the case.
I just cleaned the carpets.
Thank you, madam. Anyways, y'all gonna see me eat this food while I'm talking about it. I think the comic book, movie, and TV news, we just gonna set off for do a solo video about it tomorrow. So, and I know I said that once before, but this time I mean it. At least I will have a little bit more time to talk about it.
Come on.
But yeah, let's see. And Jackson Hayes off the bench, 8 of 10 from the field, 7 of 8 from the free throw, 23 points, but sadly only had 4 rebounds. Okay, now let's go to the other players. Bronny James didn't do much, only had 5 points. So father and son. PJ Washington returned. Okay. Well, Cooper Flag with a career high of 45 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, so near triple-double for him as well. 15-17 from the free throw, 2 of 4 from 3, and 14-17 from the field. So yeah, he's really coming on his own, and they say it's a possibility that, Cooper Flag and a former teammate that was in Duke, that was with Charlotte and Wisconsin's own Con Carpenter, I probably got the last name wrong, but they could be tied for Rookie of the Year. And that hasn't happened since Grant Hill and Jason Kidd won co-Rookies of the Year. So yeah, the 90s. Well, yeah, and yeah, the team mainly helped a little bit on this one. And oh wow, they didn't start Chris Middleton. But then again, he only played almost 18 minutes. 8 points, 2 of 3 from 3, and 3 of 5 from the field. So, I wouldn't be surprised, if they really tried to get Chris Middleton back this year for this coming season, just for a lighter contract, which I think, he deserves. Still okay, but you still got to be cautious with, Chris Middleton's injuries. Anyways, let's go to standings, and we're going to look at the Bucks stats. Cheesy potatoes. They're good. Well, like I said before, the top 10 teams of both East and West is already set. It's just where they're going to be seated at, we do not know until maybe the final game of the season, which will be next Sunday, where all teams play the last day of the season. Detroit, of course, clinched the Eastern Conference, so they're going to be the number 1 seed. So they have home court advantage already through the playoffs. Depends on the NBA Finals. It depends who they face. Then you got Boston, Knicks, Cavaliers, Atlanta in 5th. So I think the first 5. Oh wait a minute, yeah, because 5th seed can change because it's I think they got 5 to 4 games left themselves. Then you got Philly that's in 6th. Toronto is in 7th. Wow, they really dropped from 4th to 7th. Charlotte got up there. They're in 8th. You got Orlando in 9th. You got Miami in 10th. Well, all those teams got a winning record. So that's amazing. Of course, the original Bucks, Bulls, Nets, Pacers, Wizards all eliminated from playoff contention. And I think the Wizards are the worst team in the NBA. And losing... Oh, the Bulls have lost the most in the East with 7 straight right at the moment. Thunder, they got the home court advantage in the playoffs all the way through, including the finals if they get there. Okay, it's like, I think I wouldn't mind seeing the Thunder win it back to back. So, that's a different franchise team, and why not? Winning two of them. I won't care about that. Got Spurs, Lakers. They're just saying that each like won their division. Denver, Houston, Minnesota. Like I said, between 6 and 10, like anything can change between now and the last game of the season. You got the Suns in 7th. You got the Clippers in 8th. Portland in 9th. So the first time in a long time they've been in the playoffs or play-in, doesn't matter. And the Warriors, with the losing record, is the 10th seed and will be in the play-in tournament, regardless. And of course, all the other teams eliminated. So let's try to go to stats before we end this. Let's go. We'll do teams. Between this and the ESPN, I will know which one would be better.
My cheesy potatoes are better.
Yeah, it is. Oh wow! Earlier this season, the Bucks made it the top 5 in a few things. Let's see. Well, normally they was number 2 in 3 points made. They're number 4. Oh, they still number 2 in 3-point percentage. So that's a good positive. Denver shockingly number 1. I don't know how and why, but let's see if they give us the player stats. Because I don't know how they would do it on here, but we will see. Okay, they do not show that. Wait, we clicking on stats, but they don't. Boo. So probably one day eventually we probably will, post it up we'll talk about it at some point. Just put it that way. But yeah, like you see, this year's roster including. Okay, they didn't add like guys earlier in the season, so that's good. Anyways, of course, next to last in points per game, rebounding the game, 28th. It seemed like the only thing they was good at out of those 4 was assists per game. They were the 18th in the league. And opponents' points per game, thought they'll be worse than that, but no, they're 21st. Thought they'll be like 28th, 29, or 30 on that one. Just crazy. But anyway, guys, we're going to end it from here. I know some of y'all probably got to get some sleep. Some of y'all may have school tomorrow, or some of y'all have work tomorrow. So, going to end it here. Like I said, guys, thank you for watching, especially you guys that's watching on Twitch. Not Twitch, but well, besides Twitch, but we also on my personal TikTok page. Oh wow, I missed that. Koopy the Bear, welcome to the live. I appreciate it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna close it out on TikTok, and we didn't get to 500 today, so maybe we'll get there next time. Anyway, guys, you guys have a good night. Don't forget our sponsors, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, and also Gray Scott Sports Cards. And we're also a proud sponsor of Phoenix Pro Wrestling. They got a wrestling show on the 25th of this month, and tickets are very, very affordable. I'll check it out if I were you. They're in Hogan, Wisconsin, and the show I think starts at 7. Also, we're a proud sponsor. Yeah, let's say Phoenix Pro Wrestler. We're wrestling with a proud sponsor of, and also Maddie's Mary, which you hear the leader earlier about her opinions. But then again, she helps out with WFSO too from time to time. But she's more focused on Maddie's Mary, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyways, if y'all want to donate to the cause, there's a QR code on the website maddiesmary.org. So please get a chance, check it out. You can send whatever. You can send. I don't think it's possible for you to send a quarter, but dollar, $5, wherever the case may be, we can make something out of something. Just put it that way. Also, you guys get a chance, check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. For you guys that's watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Thank you for who was on Facebook Live. I said Twitch as well, and all that other good stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. Man up, woman up, face up, and please subscribe on YouTube. We need 1,000 subscribers so we can start doing giveaways. It may be a giveaway every video. You never know. So yeah, just please show the support. So, anyways, guys, man up, woman up, face up.
Don't be a fuck up.
Sorry about the language, but check on your
apologize for me. I'm a grown woman.
Check your mental health, and we will talk to you guys later. And oh wow, bye, brother and brother. Well, kinda. soon to be stepbrother,
brother-in-law.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good one. See you later. I may do a live watch party tomorrow of Raw. Maybe. I don't know. It all depends. But we'll see. Anyways, good night, everybody. Okay, so I can end this one on Twitch too. So finally, Twitch was going strong. So I may use this method from now on. So thank you guys. Have a good one. Of course, you guys on Facebook Live, y'all have a good one, and see you soon.
Take out of school. So why?
Move out the way so I can press finish. There we go. You guys pre-recorded and live on YouTube. Y'all have a good one too, and see you later. Any news or anything like that comes up. So like I said, this week we're gonna do a solo video for Milwaukee development and comic book movies and TV news. So just stay tuned for that. But anyways, see you guys later.